Hi, I'm Fabian from Physio by Design, and in this video we're going to go through the lower limb correction. The implication of the lower limb dysfunctions can cause issues with your ankle or arch, your knees, hips, and it can have further implications into your lower back as well. So basically what I'm going to do is try to retrain your gait or walking, basically with the way that our feet are moving. So when you're walking, well, what we tend to find is when people walk, the feet turn out like a duck. When we step forward, the knee goes over the inside of the foot, which then flattens the arch out, over-activating the outside of the thigh and lower leg, becoming very tight and strong. The inner thigh, so the vastus medialis, the arch and the glute weakens off, which then has implications of the lower back, because then the pelvis becomes weak and the lower back has to work a lot harder. So what we're going to try to do is try to correct this, and so every time you take a step, you're going to start to reactivate the arch muscle, the vastus medialis and the glute, so then it becomes more of an efficient and effective exercise. So to correct first, make sure you look at yourself in a mirror, face the mirror, and you want to get those toes facing the direction of your walk. You also want to have your feet hip-width apart. By getting into this position, you want to try to ground down the feet, so put the weight on your heels, push the big toes or the toes down, and you're going to feel just a gentle tightening in the bottom of the arch. It's not a hard feel, it's just a nice gentle tightening. Then what I want you to do is see where the knees are facing. So basically, if you have those, generally if you walk with the toes out, the knee will come in, and that's a lower arch. But if you find that your knees are facing out on the outside of the foot, it tends to mean you've got a higher arch. So we're going to, depending on what you've got, we're going to try to bring it in, and we're going to get those knees facing the line of direction of walk and over the second toe. So we're going to work it in, and we're going to get to the second toe, and then you relax. And you're just going to keep on getting that rotation in the pelvis, in the hips, just to get that movement, so we can really feel the joints moving, and you can feel those muscles activating. When you get into the second toe, you're going to feel, hopefully you're going to feel, tightening in the arch, the vastus medialis, and the glutes. It's not a strong feel, so if you don't feel it, don't stress. Just by doing that, you're going to start to activate it. I want you to try to work on a principle of high frequency, low duration. That means doing it as many times as you can, but make sure that you don't go through pain. So I want you to think, if you can go 5 to 10 times, but 5 to 10 times a day, that's going to get you up to 25 to 50 repetitions, and that's going to become more automatic when you go through the motions. If you can do more without any pain, do it, because it's going to become a lot easier. The first 4 to 6 weeks is more nerve strengthening in these exercises. So by doing a high frequency, low duration, you're going to get those nerves firing, which makes the movement a lot easier. And then after that 4 to 6 weeks, that's when we're going to start to get the muscle bulk. And that's with the progression into the next exercises. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask or contact me on my Facebook page. But again, go through the motions, keep on going until you find that the movement feels a lot easier.